Hey, I'm Carl Brooks, life and business coach and founder of the Eat, Pray, Learn retreat in Tuscany, Italy, to create momentum, money and magic in your coaching business. If you have something inside of you that you'd like to bring to life, to write about, to nurture in somebody else, or to transform them with, then today you're in for a real treat. Today we're talking about what it takes to build a thriving coaching business in order to lead a fulfilling and impactful life. And my guests are the people to show us how. Jennifer Lang, vocal and communication coach, and Shari Jen, who is a transformational life coach, are both 2015 graduates of the Eat, Pray, Learn retreat. Together, they share with us their experiences of the retreat and the 3 months of follow-through support which is included in order to implement everything they learned at the retreat and get results in their coaching business. What is the main impact that the retreat has had on your life and your business?
Well, it had a huge impact for me, both personally and professionally. I had started taking steps into my coaching business the prior year, getting certified, really trying to decide how it fit in my life, when I was ready to make a full leap into this work, which I was really being called to do and was excited to do. But I have a family to support and had a lot of things on my plate. So I really needed to be sure that my ducks were in order, that the things I needed to make it successful were going to be there, because I didn't have the luxury of a few years to make that happen. So I went to the retreat very excited. The thing that attracted me most, besides our conversations, was just knowing you were going to give me a great package that I could apply to my business and run with it. What I didn't expect was all the other pieces that came with it. It was a very comprehensive, holistic retreat that gave me the confidence and gave me the package and just pulled my heart and my soul further into my work, that I actually left my job in December, which was a great job. I was CEO of a technology company here locally. Loved my job, did great things with it, but I was ready to do something of greater calling, and what I had from the retreat allowed me to do that much faster than I expected.
Okay, so what is the number one lesson that you learned from the retreat?
I just have to start and not play with ideas. I got caught a lot in this cycle of because I'm multi-passionate and because I'm multi-talented, I would quite often get caught in, well, maybe I should do this, or maybe I should do that, or maybe I should do this, or I should talk to so-and-so, or I need to take this course. And I think it was basically the number one lesson was I just have to start.
I'm definitely a recovering perfectionist and control freak, and I don't love to talk about things that I can't quite get my arms around yet. But you really helped us to lean into it, step into it, and have the confidence that once we started talking and engaging with people, it all would be clear, and it has been for me.
Yeah.
So I think that's a lesson I take with me every day, and I keep practicing, and I get better and better at, which I'm grateful for.
So what was your experience of that 3-month support afterwards?
It was excellent, and it was critical, I would say, because I think we've almost all gone to programs where they're outstanding. We feel terrific. We know they've made an impact and changed our life. And then we go back to everything we have at work, family, and it's so easy to settle back in where we were. And the only way that experience is super valuable is if we can begin right away to integrate it into our life. And that means actually making changes and doing things with it. And it's very hard to come home afterwards and do that. And that 3 months helped and forced me to take steps, whether I had time or not, whether I had a good day of prioritizing it or not. It helped me to really take steps, because we always had the next call. We had assignments to follow up on. It really helped integrate it as part of my life and a change I was going to make, as opposed to something that was terrific and I might remember some tidbits and then set it in a pile over there to get to some other time.
At the time when I first was accepted to the retreat, I didn't quite understand how important that follow-up would be. It keeps you accountable, it keeps you grateful and excited.
So which habits and skills have you learned since and applied since the follow-through and the retreat?
Regular check-ins are really important. I don't need to consume any more courses. I need to create content. In fact, above my desk, the first thing I see now is create before you consume. So every day, even today I didn't open my email till 11 a.m.
Wow.
And whereas before I would have done that first, now I sit down. In fact, for me, because Sunday is the first day of the work week here, every Sunday I keep that 100% free for reviewing my vision, checking in on my 90-day plan, creating some piece of content, whether it's a blog post, planning an outline for an ebook, or really doing some thinking to be like, what do I want this week to result in? One of the big takeaways, or the biggest aha moments, was it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be out there.
Yeah. And why is that so important?
Oh, because for perfectionist types, it's really easy to get stuck into, is this good enough? Is my message clear enough? Is it enough? And the answer to that question is, yes, it's enough right now. Put it out there and let it be, and let the answers come that way.
What would you say to someone who is thinking about coming to the retreat? Maybe they're on the fence, or maybe just considering coming. What would be your advice on that?
If they've gotten so far as to have a conversation with you and they're on the fence, that's their soul calling them to something that's important for them. And so what is easy to do is shift up in our heads and say, oh, I don't know, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I don't whatever. I would say listen to your soul. You wouldn't have gotten that far if it wasn't something that you were made to do. And the details will fall into place. And that was my experience. There was so many reasons not to go. I have a list, many of them I just named, and it was difficult. But I knew there was a reason I needed to be there. And even if I didn't know why that was, I kind of suspected I would find out. So I'd say take a leap of faith, trust that your soul's leading you where it needs to go, and be generous and open about what you'll receive, because it'll come back tenfold, and you'll find yourself after being led down a path that's potentially so much more meaningful and what you really want to be doing. It's really transformational. You can't open that door and close it again. So take a risk and go open it, because it's a pretty beautiful thing.
I would say don't hesitate, because if it speaks to you, then you need to just act on that. Find a way to get there. Find a way to do it. I found out in a very short time space about my presence at the retreat, and it was stressful and it was terrifying to try to get there, but I made it happen, and I'm so glad I did. It's been exceptional. It's why I'm having this conversation today. It's why I've made some incredible friendships, and yeah, it's incredible.
Did you like this video? I have to admit, it was certainly one of my favorites to do. If you'd like to learn more about the Eat, Pray, Learn retreat, then scroll down and enter your first name and email address to set up a call with me and connect. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope to see you in Tuscany.